Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And thank you for joining us here for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Tim Lammers. We begin tonight with a huge fire in South Windsor that robbed a family of its home. Here's Fox 61's Tim Lateau on the difficulties that fire crews faced in their hours-long battle against the flames.
The smoldering skeleton is all that's left of a two-story farmhouse after a devastating fire quickly spread throughout it.
Well, being the first one here, I donned my protective clothing and my air pack. I went inside, I got 2 cats out, and I couldn't find anybody else. We came back out.
Flames 2 stories high didn't deter Chief Kevin Cooney from rushing into the scorching farmhouse and finding the cats.
They were easy to find. I did a lot of yelling and screaming, nobody came. And then at that point, the fire started coming towards the door, which makes sense if the door is open. So I evacuated the building and established command.
That was just the beginning of the hours-long firefight, a challenging one as a result of the extreme heat.
It's 90-something degrees out, or almost 100, very humid. We're wearing all this plus an air pack. It's hot.
Another obstacle crews faced was the lack of fire hydrants, so they needed 2 fire engines and 3,000 feet of hose to get enough water pressure on the fire.
The fire spread very, very quickly. It's a large volume of fire when we got here, so we were behind the 8 ball as soon as we got here. And then our water supply that we use on a regular basis is almost a mile away. So we immediately call for additional tankers, but it takes a while for them to get here and establish a tanker water supply as well.
2 cats and 20 pigs were saved, but it's not clear whether a couple other pets survived.
There may be one more cat and possibly a dog that is still inside the house.
No word on what sparked the fire at this point, but it is possible that it was a lightning strike.
While we were here, we also got dispatched to a possible house struck by lightning. Luckily, it was just a tree and a brush fire, but there was a lightning strike fairly close by here. So I don't know if it's related or not. I don't want to speculate.
As evening sets in, the firefighters are prepared for more work ahead of them.
So it's taking us a while to overhaul it. You can see the guys are working hard still, overhauling it, mopping it up the best they can. We want to make sure it doesn't relight.
The Red Cross is assisting the family of 4 that called this their home. In South Windsor, Tim Lateau, Fox 61.
Oh, Tim, thank you. You heard maybe a lightning strike. There was plenty of lightning, plenty of severe weather earlier today. Our Fox 61 crew saw this in Waterbury as there were some downed tree branches and leaves and things like that. Nothing too severe. Luckily, that severe threat is over. I think at its peak, about 5,000 Eversource customers were without power. Sam Samperi joins us now. Sam, that number is down to 1,500, so it looks like we're getting power back for a lot of the state, and it's pretty smooth weather-wise from here on out, right?
That's right, Tim. Just in time for at least the start of the weekend. And yeah, here are the damage reports here. Trees down, lightning strikes, and the biggest concentrated area of damage was coming out of Litchfield County down through Bethlehem, Woodbury, and then getting into the Waterbury area and going down into Cheshire and in Wallingford. You could see some lightning strikes too as well. Also over in eastern Connecticut here in the Lisbon area, there was a lightning strike that caused the fire as well. Now that is history, and here is the cold front. There were some secondary showers coming in with that reinforcing shot of drier air that's finally going to make its way in here. There's what the cold front is located, and in the next few hours we are going to start to lower the temperatures and the dew points. It is still very warm and humid. Look at this, still 80 in downtown Hartford, 80 Danbury, 78. Look at the dew points, but they're starting to drop already down to 69, and it's only going to get better. Look at this. By tomorrow, we're going to have dew points down in the 50s. A Saturday is absolutely gorgeous. Tonight, we're going to have temperatures down into the 60s, and then for tomorrow, look at this. Absolutely beautiful with high temperatures topping out into the 80s. Sunday, I'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll talk about shower chances once again. Tim?
Well, this fire was not caused by lightning. Norwich police said they're offering a $2,500 reward for information leading to the arrest and the conviction of whoever started a fire at a former car wash. It happened Tuesday at the vacant Colonial Car Wash on West Main Street. Again, police said it was intentionally set. Now, no injuries were reported, but multiple fire departments were called in to help. If you've got any tips, you can contact the police or call the Connecticut arson hotline. Well, a political dispute turned violent this morning in Bristol, and now 2 men ended up in handcuffs, criminally charged. Police said 36-year-old Tomek Paluk was riding his bike when he stopped to remove a political sign from someone's lawn. Well, they said 65-year-old John Provenzano saw that and confronted Paluk. Police said Paluk then used his bike to smash Provenzano's car window. So Provenzano drove after him, they said, and then the two got into a fist fight. Police said one of them even tried to use pliers as a weapon at one point. Both men are now facing a list of charges, including breach of peace. 3 dogs were found abandoned and starving in a vacant Hartford apartment, and animal control is looking for somebody out there to help take them in. See, the Hartford Animal Shelter said it's nearing capacity and has no room for these poor dogs. So they're urging the public to share the story on social media and to try to connect with local rescue groups. They said any help any of you can give out there is urgently needed and would be deeply appreciated. Well, new at 10, help is on the way for Hartford's North End. The State Bond Commission is expected to approve $4.7 million in additional flood relief funding next week. That money will cover repairs and compensation for about 175 homeowners and businesses who applied before the December 2024 deadline. So far, the program has paid out more than $8 million to more than 550 residents. Officials said this final round will ensure everyone who applied gets the help they need. The Bond Commission meets August 1st at the Legislative Office Building. And speaking of, that commission will also vote next week on the release of millions in state funds to offset certain public benefits charges that are on your electric bill. As many of you may know, the public benefits charges are the portion of those bills that are used to buy and distribute electricity and to help low-income customers. Now, Governor Ned Lamont requested the State Bond Commission to release $125 million in bonding to reduce that cost. They'll vote on that next Friday. It is predicted that if it goes through, customers could save about $10 a month if this happens. The governor says he expects the charge to be reduced this September. Well, some optimistic new statistics out of New Haven, where the police department reported that violent crime is down in a number of different categories, a drop that is mirroring what we're seeing nationwide and have been seeing for years. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle takes a closer look at the numbers.
While we're only 6 months into 2025, violent crime statistics across the board have shown a major decrease, including some statistics showing 10-year lows. According to the report that starts on January 1st until July 20th of this year, 19 people were shot and survived. That's down from 39 in 2024, which is a 45% drop. And the number of shots fired, that's down 24%. Violent crimes, which include murder, reported rape cases, robbery, and assault with a firearm, is down about 39% year over year. One unchanged stat from last year is homicide. So far this year, there have been 8 homicides, and that's the same as the first 6 months of 2024. Now, people who live in New Haven have been vocal about the need for the city to crack down on crime.
A few people we spoke with today say the recent decline in crime is a step in the right direction.
It's a good thing. I mean, streets are getting safer, I guess. So, more police forces.
It's good to hear that, you know. I mean, it'd be nice if it was down even more, but, you know, it's good to hear, for sure. I would say it's definitely a positive mood. Yeah, I mean, you know, violence is unnecessary, you know, in any case. It'd be nice if people could figure it out, talk it out. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that, but, you know, it'd be nice for sure.
Violent crimes aren't the only statistics that are down. The report shows that property theft, like burglary, is down about 22%, and drug and weapons offenses, those are down 20%. In New Haven, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
The New Haven Night Market returned a little earlier than normal this year. The now 7-year event held its first summer market ever. Fox 61's Stefan Reels was there to get a piece of the action.
The team behind the New Haven Night Market had their work cut out for them for their first summer market event. But as you can see, as soon as they shut down the Chapel Street location, the people showed up to see the best of downtown New Haven.
While it's been around since 2018, new was the name of the game Friday afternoon. With new vendors, new food, and new talent, all who put a new twist on the downtown event. Typically, the night market is only held twice a year, but city leadership helped secure the funding to make the July market a possibility. And hundreds of people soaked in the excitement and good vibes.
I just love the experience. I think this is very nice. It brought a lot of people into New Haven to see what New Haven is all about. They don't have to be scared, as they say, to cross the Q Bridge.
The night market will be back sometime this fall. Usually it will fall sometime in either September or October. The actual date has not been announced just yet, but of course we'll update you on air and online once that is revealed. In New Haven, Stefan Reels, Fox 61.